श्री गणराया गणपति बाप्पा मोरया। सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदाता, सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदाता, सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदाता मंगलमूर्ति मोरया। सिद्धि विनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया। जय गणराया श्री गणराया, जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया। जय गणराया श्री गणराया, जय गणराया श्री गणराया मंगलमूर्ति मोरया, मंगलमूर्ति मोरया। बोलो राम 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 राजा राम, बोलो राम 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 राजा राम। जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम। बोलो राम 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 सीता राम, बोलो राम 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 सीता राम, बोलो राम 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 सीता राम, बोलो राम 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 सीता राम। जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम। बोलो राम 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 राजा राम, बोलो राम 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 राजा राम, बोलो राम 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 राजा राम, बोलो राम 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 राजा राम। जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम। करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम। सीता वल्लभ हनुमत सेवित, सीता वल्लभ हनुमत सेवित, भरत प्राण हरि प्रिय रघुराम, भरत प्राण हरि प्रिय रघुराम। करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम। दशरथ नंदन संत जन रंजन दशरथ नंदन, संत जन रंजन माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक, माया प्रेरक मुक्ति प्रदायक, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम। जय जय राम जय सिया राम, 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 जय जय राम जय सिया राम। हे प्रभो हे प्रभो विनती हमारी, आपके ही हम बने, दास चरणों के हो मन यह, दीन तव गुण गान में। हे प्रभो विनती हमारी, आपके ही हम बने, दास चरणों के हो मन यह, दीन तव गुण ध्यान में। हे प्रभु नैनों में हो छवि तुम्हारी, नाम अमृत कंठ में। नैनों में हो छवि तुम्हारी, नाम अमृत कंठ में। उल्लसित तन रोम रोम हो आपके ही प्रेम से। उल्लसित तन रोम रोम हो आपके ही प्रेम से। हे प्रभु धर्म ही पूजन भने, भव दिव्य दर्शन में मगन। धन्य जीवन धन्य धन्य हो आपके ही प्रसाद से। हे प्रभु विनती हमारी, आपके ही हम बने, दास चरणों के हो मन यह, दीन तब गुण ध्यान में। हे प्रभु हरि ओम।
राम राघवा जय सीता नायका। राम राघवा जय सीता नायका। राघव राजीव लोचन कामित फलद करिवरद राम राघव राजीव लोचन कामित फलदा करिवरदा कृष्ण केशवा जय गोपी माधवा कृष्ण केशवा जय गोपी माधवा कृष्ण केशव अम्बुजलोचन वांछित फलदा यदुवरदा कृष्ण केशव अम्बुजलोचन वांछित फलदा यदुवरदा राम राघवा जय सीता नायका राम राघवा जय सीता नायका जय सीता नायका नायका। जय राम जय जय राम राम जय राम जय जय राम बंदौ नाम राम रघुबर को हेतु कृसान अनुहेम कर को हरमय वेद प्राण सो अगुण अनुपम गुण निधान सो श्री राम जय राम। महामंत्र जोई जपत महेशु श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। महामंत्र जोई जपत महेशु श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। महामंत्र जोई जपत महेशु महामंत्र जोई जपत महेशु श्री राम। काशी मुकुति है तू उपदेशु श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। महिमा जासु जान गन राउ श्री राम जय राम। प्रथम पूजियत ज्ञान गर्भताओ प्रथम पूजियत नाम प्रभाऊ नाम प्रभाऊ जान शिवनी को श्री राम जय राम। काल कूट फलु दीन अमी को श्री राम जय राम। जान आदि कवि नाम प्रतापु भयउ शुद्ध करी उलता जापू श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। राम एकता बसती यदारी श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। नाम कोटि खल कुमति सुधारी श्री राम जय राम। कहो कहाँ लगी नाम बढ़ाई कहीं राम गुण गाए। श्री राम जय राम। बाय कुभाय नख आलस हूँ। श्री राम जय राम जय जय। नाम जपत मंगल दिसि दसहु। जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जय जय राम। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। अगर नाथ देखोगे अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। हमारे लिए क्यों देर किए हो, गनिका अजामिल को पल में उबारे। हमारे लिए क्यों देर किए हो, गनिका अजामिल को पल में उबारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे पतित को पावन करते कृपा निधि, किए पाप है इस सुयश के सहारे। करते कृपा निधि, किए पाप है इस सुयश के सहारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। अगर नाथ दे माना अधम है अपावन कुटिल है, सब कुछ है, लेकिन प्रभु है तुम्हारे। कुछ है लेकिन प्रभु हम तुम्हारे। माना अधम है, अपावन कुटिल है, सब कुछ है, लेकिन प्रभु हम तुम्हारे। सब कुछ है, लेकिन प्रभु हम तुम्हारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे अवगुण हमारे, तो हम कैसे भव से लगेंगे किनारे। अगर नाथ देखोगे लगेंगे किनारे। सियावर रामचंद्र की। वर्णानाम अर्थ संघानाम रसानाम छंदसामपि मंगलानाम च कर्तारो वंदे वाणी विनायको। भवानी शंकरो वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वास रूपिणौ। याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तस्थमीश्वरम्। नाना पुराण निगमागम सम्मतं यद् रामायणे निगदितं क्वचिदन्यथोऽपि। स्वान्त सुखाय तुलसी रघुनाथ गाथा भाषा निबन्धमतिमञ्जुलमातनोति। भाषा निबन्धमतिमञ्जुलमातनोति। हरि ओम। Okay. Hari Om to everybody, and welcome once more to this, our fourth night of this yajna. I think so. If you are joining tonight for the first time, we are seeing the Ram Gita of Aranyakand of the Ramcharitmanas of Goswami Tulsidas ji. And specifically, after number 13 in Aranyakand, Jabate Ram Kinatah Basa, Sukhi Vaye Munibiti Trasa, from that line. Bhagwan Ram came to that Dandakaranya forest, which had received two sharps, two curses. And the place had become very desolate, dry and arid, and infested by Rakshasas, as the story goes. But when Bhagwan Ram set his foot there, everything once again blossomed and everything came alive. And the rishis and munis became happy. And the animals and birds and all things came back to life, started buzzing around and singing, chirping, and all such things. This is the description as given in the beginning there. And in that setting, Bhagwan Sri Ram set up a little hut there by Lakshmana, of course. Lakshmana set it up for Bhagwan Ram. And then he says, Ek bar Prabhu Sukh Asina. One day, Bhagwan Sri Ram was sitting very comfortably there. And Lakshmana kahe, bachana chalahina. Lakshman spoke some words, and those words actually consisted of 5 questions to Bhagwan Sri Ram. Kahu Gyan Biraga Rumaya, Kahu So Bhagati, Karahu Jehi Daya. Tell me what is Gyan, Vairagya, and Maya, and tell me what is that Bhakti. So that's 4. Gyan, Vairagya, Maya, Bhakti. And finally, Ishvara Jeeva Bheda Kahu. What is the difference between Ishvara and Jiva? And the prayojan of Shastras is also stated very clearly by Lakshmana. This is a very important thing. Prayojan means purpose. Uddesha means the purpose of a thing. Everything is purposeful. So if we ask a question also, or if we seek knowledge, it should be a purpose. And the purpose should be the right one also. See, I could seek knowledge to beat somebody, isn't it? To outdo somebody. That is not the purpose of knowledge. You see? The purpose must be the right one also. So Lakshmana is seeking this knowledge from Bhagwan Sri Ram, asking answers to these questions, and the purpose is given. Jate hoi charanarati, sok moha brahma jai. And this is the purpose of all scriptural knowledge, to remove shoka moha. Everywhere you'll see, in Yoga Vasishtha, or in our Vivek Churamani, in any way you go. In Bhagavad Gita, the purpose of Atma Gyan or Shastra Gyan is to remove shoka moha, means to remove sorrow and delusion, which have causal effect relationship. Moha, delusion, is the cause of sorrow. Sorrow is the effect. Okay. So Lakshmana states very clearly. And Bhagwan Sri Ram went on to answer now, Kaho Jnana Viraga Ru Maya. What is Jnana Vairagya? Maya. Bhagwan answered Maya first. Then he answered what is Gyan. And Maya's description was long, and Gyan's description very short, half a chopai. And then what is Vairagya? Virag. Virag, we saw last night. What is that? Vairagya. He answered. Then Bhagwan came now to that very interesting question. What is that? The difference between Jiva and Ishvara. And that is number 15 Doha. We will see that again. Today I think we'll dwell only on that, because the Doha, हमारे संत महात्मा लोग कहते हैं कि इस दोहा में, एक ही दोहा में शत दर्शन है. In one doha, the 6 sampradayas of India, Shat Darshan, the 6 philosophical systems are all contained in this one doha. So, such is the power of Tulsidas Ji's pen. That's why he says, Nana Purana Nigamagama Sammatam Yad. All the Purana, Nigama, Upanishads, and all Vedas and all Shastras, he has included in this Ramcharitamanas. And when he says something, you can see that thing from so many different angles, because he selects words that belong to all sampradayas and all. It's wonderful. So we'll dwell on this again tonight. All the words and all, very powerful words, all things are there. All right, let us see on number 15. We'll chant again. ईस न आप कहूँ, जान कहिए सो जीवो राम, जान कहिए सो जीव. बंद मोक्ष प्रद सर्व पर, माया प्रेरक सीव सिया, बर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम. We saw last night the first line. Maya is na apu kahu jan. The jiva is the one who doesn't know anything about jiva, jagat, or Jagadishwara. Maya will be Jagat. Is Ishvara. And Apu is Jiva. It means oneself. Na jan. Na kahu jaan, he doesn't know anything. Jaan kahe so jeev. He's called a jeev. Jiva. Then bandha moksha prada. Siv. Siv means Ishvara. Ishvara is that one who is the giver or the best or the dispenser of bandha means bondage and moksha. Sarvapara, who is beyond everything, beyond Maya also. And Maya Prerak, he is the one who wields Maya. Maya Prerak, Siv, Ishvara, Shiva, Ishvara. So this is the literal translation of the Doha. Now, if you go back, continuing from last night, in the first line, what exactly is the theme of that line? What underlies Jiva? Well, very simple thing. Jiva is the one who is characterized by avidya, agyan, means he's really agyani. He knows nothing. He's steeped in agyan, steeped in avidya, ignorance. And I told yesterday, there are some from very ordinary level, a person should understand that really to get clear knowledge about anything which is changing, that is an impossibility. So it is not only that the jiva does not know, it is even greater than that. The jiva cannot know. See how far reaching this statement is. Not only that the jiva does not know, the jiva cannot know because all his attention is on that thing which is changing. And there is only one thing which is unchanging. There is only one thing which is the substratum of all things, which is unchanging. But the jiva never turns his mind in that direction. He only keeps his mind in the direction of all things which are changing. And you see, by logic only, if I know A, and 1 second later A changes, now what do I know? And which is not changing in this world. Everything is changing. Yesterday I saw a headline on BBC. Now Mount Everest has become 1 meter taller. And mountains are also changing. How it became taller and all? By a whole meter. And actually science says it is getting taller and taller every day. So nothing is steady. Everything is changing. Vyaya Swarupin, it goes on changing. So not only that the jiva doesn't know, he cannot know also, because his mind is always on the changing thing. So now what? Jiva really can only know one thing, and that one thing which he can know, which is not changing, he doesn't turn his mind in that direction to know that thing also. He's very comfortable and happy with all the changing things. Second thing is, he doesn't know, but he thinks he knows. That is called delusion. He thinks he knows. Third thing, it gets worse and worse. Not only he thinks he knows, then he develops a mother, arrogance, intoxication with that knowledge also. And this thing was clearly visible in Ravan. Ravan was intoxicated by his knowledge. So Hanumanji tried to put some sense into his mind, and then he said, "Arey what? Kya baat hai? We have found in this monkey a guru. What is this?" Means, in other words, Hanumanji cannot and should not teach him anything. He went to meet his uncle Marich. Uncle Marich was sitting quietly, only thinking of Ram. Ravan came there. He told, "I want you to help me kidnap Sita ji." Marich said, "My dear Ravan, look here. You better change this plan and go back home." Ravan said, why? He said, because you don't know who that is. That person who you think to be a hermit, he's Rama, the Lord of the universe. And the Sita is Jagadamba Mata. Like that, Mari tried to put again some knowledge and sense in Ravan's mind. Ravan said, so what you think, you're pretending to be my guru now? What? Anybody who taught anything good to Ravan, he thought they were trying to be his guru. In other words, he knew better than everybody. Like that. This arrogance of knowledge, jnana mada, the intoxication by knowledge. And many people get a high on this actually. So Ravan had this thing. So it goes like that. Now, knowledge, which I told, it cannot be certain about a changing universe. He thinks he knows. And then after thinking he knows, then he develops an arrogance in his knowledge. And then he uses that knowledge to beat other people also, to stamp on them like a stick. It takes an, like that, it goes on and on. See, this is Jiva. See, Tulsidaji is being very, very kind. It tells that the Jiva is the one who doesn't know anything about Jiva, Jagat and Jagatishwara. And he stops. But if you see the Jiva and what happens to him because of this Ajnan, because of his ignorance, so many troubles, huh? The Jiva gets into one after the next. Mandodari tried countless times to put sense into Ravan's mind. They didn't work like that. So we are using Ravan as example. We should not be pouncing on Ravan so much, We should translate Ravan into ourselves to see how much of that Durguna we have. This is the idea. Not only so, oh, Ravan lived that time. Oh, take if Ravan was like that, let him be like that. When we study scriptures like this, what we have to do? We just have to see, okay, not whether or not I have the Durguna of Ravan. That's not the question. Not whether or not I have a Durguna of Ravan. It is how much of that Durguna I have. It is just a matter of degree. Everybody will have to some degree. That's why everybody always thinks he's right. You know that. That means everybody has it to some degree. He never likes to say I'm wrong. He means he knows and he thinks he's right. So it is only a matter of degree, not whether or not I have the Durguna. So these scriptures have to be translated like this only. Right. So in the first line, therefore, of this Tuha, what is there? The main guna of that Jiva is what? Ajnan or avidya. Ignorance. Now see the next. If in the first line, the Jiva is said to be a Jnani, the one who is ignorant. Then the comparison with Ishvara, the next line should have read, well, Ishvara is the one who is Sarvagnya, who knows everything. But it doesn't. What is the main idea in the next line? The main idea in the next line is Ishvara is the wielder of Maya. He's the wielder of Maya. And it's the same Maya. Through that same Maya is created bondage and liberation. Bandha moksha. So the theme of the second line is Ishvara is the wielder of Maya. So what type of comparison is that? The question was, the difference between Jiva and Ishvara. And now when you're stating what Jiva is the one who is ignorant, then you should have said Ishvara is the one who is omniscient. That would have been the proper comparison, isn't it? Well, the comparison is proper. Don't think that Tulsidas made a mistake. Bhagwan Ram made a mistake. No. When we say that the Jiva is the one who is characterized by ignorance, are Avidya or Ajnan is only another name for Maya. That you have to understand now. At the individual level, that same Maya is called as Avidya. At the individual level, it is Jiva. So there's no mistake by Bhagwan Ram or mistake by Tulsidas, even nothing like that. Huh. Maya at the cosmic level, Avidya at the individual level. So the Jiva is characterized by Avidya. And another way to say this, you will see in scriptures quite often. The other way to say this is Jiva is Maya Dhin and Ishvara is Maya Prerak. There's a Prerak word is given here. Maya Prerak means the one who wields Maya. And Jiva, Maya Dhin. He's subject to Maya. You see? Subject to Maya means what? Look here. You were born at your certain place, right? Yes. All of us are born at here, there, or someplace. Okay. We are all born somewhere. Then we'll all die also somewhere. Correct? So this whole Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, this whole process. Any person here who is listening, any person can say, no, I'm free from this process. I can determine when and where I will take birth, or if I will take birth at all. And I can determine when and where I will die, or if I will die at all. Anybody can say, no, it's Maya Dhin. This is the whole process of Maya which is going on. We are subject to it helplessly. That is Maya Dhin. Second thing is, we are all ignorant. What? Did you choose to be ignorant? Okay, since last week I was omniscient. Then I made a decision. All these bechara jivas, they're living like this. I want to be subject to agyan. So last week you were omniscient. This week you subject yourself to agyan. Willingly. Voluntarily. Anybody did? No. I found myself a jnani. Not a jnani. Ajnani. I found myself ignorant. I'm Maya Dhin. Subject to Maya. A victim of Maya. So some strong words some people use. You see? But Ishvara, Maya Prerak. The one who wields Maya. The one who is the master of Maya. Maya Pati. Many times you hear that, na? Maya Pati. So Maya Prerak. The master of Maya, the wielder of Maya. So this comparison is perfect. I don't think any such thing or some wrong word and all is there. Okay. Now, in the second line, some very important words of our Shastras are given. Huh? One word is called as Bandha. Sometimes Bandhana. You have heard that. Huh? And the other is Moksha. Here in Avadhi, Moksha. So now see this. What is this bondage word? Bandhana. People say, Swamiji, why you all into your Vedanta? You go on talking about bondage. On Bhagavan Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also talks about bondage. Right? Karma bandhana. Different type of bondages are there. The bondage of karma. And generally, bondage. Huh? So our Vidyaranya Swamiji gives this a very nice definition of these two words. See, from different levels, definitions are given. Or Bhagavan Shankaracharya in Vivek Churamani also gives very nicely. What it, better we see Bhagavan Shankaracharya first. What? Bhagavan Shankaracharya's Bhashakar says in his Vivek Churamani at one place is Atra Anatmani Ahamiti Matihi Bandhaha. What it means? What is this bondage? In this which is anatma, this body which is anatma, it is not atma. Ahamiti matihi means considering it to be me. That is called bondage. I'm taking this one first because it's very simple level. So, in that thing, which is the anatma, I'm taking it to be atma. What? There is a mix up. So, bondage actually involves a mix up, an untrue attachment to something which is untrue. That is the idea, bondage. Atra ahamiti mati. Anatmani ahamiti mati means, in this body which is anatma, I take it to be me. Atma. That is called bondage. Until and unless I give up this feeling that I am this body, I give up this dehatma buddhi, it is called. In same Vivek Chudamani. Until I give up this dehatma buddhi and hold on to sarvatma buddhi. I am everything. I am one with all things. The bondage will not go. That is called as moksha. Huh? So bondage, moksha, and Vivek Chudamani. So Vidyadhanya Swamiji gives a very famous verse, so often quoted. Please listen to this. It says, Advayananda Rupasya Sadvayatvam cha Dukkhita Bandha Proktaha Swarupena Sthitihi Mukti iti itiriyate. Now see, this actually definition of bondage and moksha given by Vidyadhanya Swamiji in Panchajashi actually includes the most important element of bondage. What is this bondage? He says, Advayananda Rupasya. In Advayananda Rupasya, Sadvayatvam cha Dukkhita. Of the reality which is undivided, non-dual reality, of that non-dual reality, the feeling of duality or the existence of duality, and what? The consequent sorrow. And this is the important thing. So now, if you don't like Sanskrit and you don't like to study all of these scriptures and all that kind of thing, no problem. Everybody has his own choice and his own taste and everything. Some people don't like to study Shastras and what is it, bondage? And you go, Atra anatmani hamiti matir bandha. Swami ji, all these things, they crack my head, I don't like. Advayananda Rupasya Sadvayatvam cha Dukkhita ityadi. You don't like? Take it, no problem. Easy it is made. What is bondage? Bondage is sorrow. Finish. Sadvayatvam cha Dukkhita. That apparent feeling of duality and the resultant sorrow or the consequential sorrow. This sorrow, which results from the wrong adherence to duality, all that you don't like, sorrow. Bondage means sorrow. This is bottom line. So now, what sorrow? People say, Swamiji, I don't have any sorrow. I'm a happy man. I have a good job. I have a good family. I have a good house. My bank account is so okay also. I have some good friends. I have good health. I am happy. I don't have any sorrow. Therefore, I don't have any bondage. Anyway, yeah, you have not thought about it. The human being, if you really think, you will see we have more sorrow in our life or more joy in our life. All day we go on doing things, or all day we have to do things which we do not like. Correct or not? Correct. I will tell you, I will show you. All day we have to do things which we do not like. Who likes to stop by the red light? We don't. See, I tell you, we don't like to go to that job also. That is why you say, wherever I go, people ask, Swamiji, how to deal with all of this job environment, It's so toxic. People use all of these words. The job environment is toxic. And toxic. It makes me sick. So if, and now see, this COVID has come. Many people are working from home. They're happy. They're working from home. You don't have to get up and get dressed in all your nice clothes and everything and go to that office and the traffic and this and that. Save so much time. People are happy. I don't like that drive. I don't like to get up and do this all morning chores and doing so many things we don't like. And we don't like that job. You know how we don't like that job? I'll prove to you. Look here. If your boss tells you, stay home, don't work, don't come here, don't do anything. From now on, we will send your paycheck every month. Same money you're getting, you will get. You don't have to come and do anything. Aha. Immediately you buy some ticket and you will go to Tahiti. I don't know where Tahiti is, but you will go there. Or some place. You see? So if we can get that money free, that's why people buy lottery tickets, or in American like lottery. Why you buy this lottery ticket? He doesn't want. He wants to have a big sum of money and no work. This is Jiva. So that shows what I'm trying to demonstrate. Really, our life has more sorrow. So 8 hours we are doing something which we don't like to do. Work. Because if I can stay home and get the same salary, I will gladly do it. So 8 hours I am doing something I don't like to do. Other 8 hours? Chores. Shopping. Taking care of children. All accounts. Bank. Cutting the lawn. House maintenance. Automobile repair. All sort of things. But what is, he goes there and protests. This government is not doing this. That government is not doing that. We go, or some other thing like that. He goes on other 8 hours, chores which he doesn't like. Because if he can get a servant to do all those chores, he'll happily sit. You do. And other 8 hours? Sleep. Presumably. Sleeping. So he say, yes, that is 8 hours. He is happy. So even if you take it like you say, yes, if we granted 8 hours you are sleeping, happy. So still 16 hours misery, 8 hours happy. And I tell you, what is 8 hours happy sleeping if you don't know? Because sleep is total blank. We know nothing. Only when we wake up, say, oh, I slept well. While enjoying that sleep, you don't know. That is like you have $5 billion in the bank and you don't know. What is the use? Your uncle left 5 billion for you and you don't know. And nobody knows. No use. So that 8 hours of sleep, happiness, that is of course, Anandamaya Kosha, you go. That is Ananda. But come out and not know a thing. So the Jiva is actually more experiencing more sorrow, and that is why he says the Jiva is engaged in two things that is called as Sukha Prapti and Dukkha Nivritti, the acquisition of joy and the relinquishing or the running away from sorrow. But if you see the two activities, really is most of the time it is the running away from sorrow. So all our choices are made on this basis only. To avoid sorrow, he doesn't like sorrow. That sorrow to which he, or that sorrow which he invariably is going to experience, that sorrow is called as bondage. In other words, you don't have a choice. Nobody can come into the world and say, I will not have 1 ounce of sorrow in my life. Nobody can say. You see? So that sorrow is called as bondage. Now, bondage, I say bandha. What other way to look at this? Those things to which in which we have no choice. You can't, in other words, you are bound to that thing and you have no choice. Now, see, you're bound to have sorrow, right? You're bound to have diseases. Yes, everybody will have. Who doesn't have? Bound to have sorrow, bound to have diseases. Oh, we are bound to die. Anybody? Yeah, bound to get old, bound to get senile, bound means you have no choice in the matter, huh? Bound to see all the faculties wane, bound to the uncertainties of this world, bound to fear. That's why Gita and so many of our shastras talk about fear so much. So we are bound by all of these things, and really all of them translate eventually into sorrow. Okay, I just said you're bound to have sorrow, you're bound to have disease, but disease would have been no problem if it did not bring sorrow. Correct or not? If it did not bring sorrow, no problem then. Okay, let me get any disease. All of them are translated eventually into sorrow. That is called bondage. Bandhan. I know the Vidyaranya Swamiji tells what is moksha also. Swarupena sthitihi. Muktiritiriyate. Muktiritiriyate. Means this is said to be mukti. What? Swarupena sthitihi. Staying in one's own true nature. That is called as moksha. And my true nature is what? Satchidananda. So to stay. Advayananda. This is how the verse starts. Advayananda Rupasya. So Advayananda Swarupa. I am. So staying in that same nature, staying in my own true nature, that is called as mukti. And Ishvara. Now the verse, what the verse tells, what the Doha tells. Ishvara is the wielder or the one who bestows this bondage and moksha. Because he is the Maya Prerak, the one who is the wielder of Maya, and these are the two manifestations of Maya. What? Bondage and moksha. Maya is that which causes the reality to, I told you on one of the previous days, that inherent power in the reality to appear as the pairs of opposite. And one of the pairs of opposite which we know here is bondage and moksha. And that reality appears as bondage and moksha by its inherent power called as Maya. So Ishvara is the one who is the wielder of Maya. So now what? He is not subject to Maya. The Jiva is subject to Maya. So if the Jiva is subject to Maya, it means the Jiva becomes ignorant, because at the Jiva level, Maya is called as avidya. And Ishvara is not subject to Maya, therefore he is omniscient. So this is the difference. Now, very interestingly, in this same Ram Charitamanas, now see what is given here for Jiva. Maya is na apu kahu jan kahiya so jiv. This Jiva who knows, is ignorant, knows nothing of himself. This Jagat or Jagadishwara, he knows nothing. In this same Ram Charitamanas, a very famous verse. Listen to this now. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. ईश्वर अंश, ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, चेतन अमल सहज सुख राशि। ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, श्री राम जय राम। ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, श्री राम जय राम। ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, चेतन अमल सहज सुख राशि। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय 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 राम। Wait, this is a very famous line. All the time it is quoted and sung everywhere. What? Ishvara Amsha Jiva. Now see, Jiva is an Amsha of Ishvara. And then the qualities of that Jiva is given in the other words. What is it? Ishvara Amsha Jiva. Then, since that Jiva is an Amsha, Amsha means a fraction, a part. Please pay attention to this. Huh? When we say Jiva is a part of Ishvara, it is not like I'm a part of that family. I'm here, but the family is there. And I'm part of that family. Not like that. Huh? It is like a drop of water is a part of the ocean. A drop of water in the ocean is a part of the ocean. Means it is an inseparable part. That you have to understand. So the Jiva is an inseparable part of Ishvara. This first thing. Now, what is the nature of the Jiva? Avinashi. Ishvara Amsa Jiva Avinashi. Means he is imperishable. Jiva is imperishable. Chetan, pure consciousness. The Jiva. Amal, pure. Chetan Amal, Sahaj Sukh Rashi. He is an ocean of bliss only. This is Jiva. Because these are the qualities of Ishvara. And if he's a part of that, if the drop of water is a part of the ocean and the ocean is wet, then the drop of water also is wet. You see? If the Jiva is part of Ishvara, and these are the qualities of Ishvara, means these are the qualities of Jiva. Imperishable, an ocean of bliss, pure, and pure consciousness. No. Same Shastra is telling, same Ramcharitmanas is telling this is Jiva. And same Ramcharitmanas, Maya isana apu kahu, Jan kahiyo so Jiva. He is totally ignorant. He knows nothing of Jiva, Jagat and Jagadishvara. So now, this question may come up, on Saturday. So I am answering from now. So Saturday I have less questions to answer. How the one Shastra is telling this Jiva is totally ignorant, knows nothing. And the other Shastra is telling he pure consciousness, not only he knows, he is omniscient. Arey, he is the basis of omniscience. Pure consciousness only. Chetan, Amal Sahaja Sukha Rashi. So now the question will be, so Ram Charit Manas has contradictions. Either that, or Bhagwan Ram did not read the whole Ramcharit Manas when he is answering this question. He should have answered like that. So now please pay attention to this. When we say, what is the difference between Jiva and Ishvara? When the question is asked by Lakshmana, that is asked from the standpoint of Rupa. So from the standpoint of Rupa, I told you on previous day, Rupa means form, and the universe which we experience in front of us is only Nama, Rupa, is names and forms. It is names and forms superimposed on a reality. Just like if you have a piece of embroidery, right? First you have a big piece of canvas like this, and then on that canvas you embroider some sheep and some tree and grass for the sheep to eat and some cloud above with thread only. So everything is thread only. So now the thread has taken on Nama, Rupa. Well, the pure existence has taken on all Nama, Rupa. So now, when the question is asked by Lakshmana, what is the difference between Jiva and Ishvara? Bhagwan is answering from the standpoint of Nama, Rupa. So now Ishvara is Nama, the name of supreme reality. Okay, Nama. And his Rupa is of one type. And then Jiva Nama now. And his Rupa is also of one other type. You see? So, what is Ishvara's Rupa? He is called as, first of all, Nama, Ishvara. Then Rupa, Sarvagnya, Sarva Shaktiman, Sarva Vyapi. You know that? Hari Vyapaka Sarvatra Samana. Tulsidashi writes here. That Hari, the Lord, Ishvara, is the one who is all pervasive. He's there everywhere. Then he is all knowing. Sarvagnya. He knows everything. And nothing which Ishvara doesn't know. Then he's Sarva Shaktiman. He can do whatever we cannot even imagine. Hoi hi soi jo Rama rachi rakha. Only that thing will happen which is dictated by Bhagwan Ram, the Lord of the universe. And he can do anything. So everything which is happening in this universe, it is ordered by that Bhagwan Ram. Like that. You see? All powerful God. Now, this is Rupa of Ishvara. Sarvagnya, Sarva Shaktiman, Sarva Vyapi. Oh, what about Jiva Rup? Ha ha ha. Alpagnya, Alpa Shaktiman, and Alpa Vyapi. Means he is restricted to one little place. When I am here, and everything that a human being does, he's acting within these boundaries only. Huh? I'm here. So therefore, if you see the proceedings in a court, this fellow, he is accused of a crime. Then he tells, Your Honor, I have a foolproof alibi. What a foolproof alibi? At the time and place when that crime was committed there, at that time, and I was at some other place. Really? Can you prove? Yes. Let's go there. We'll talk to all the people who were there. And they saw me there. And then there's video footage also. I was there. And the judge said, that is true. This fellow is. Why? Because he is Jiva. Thank God Jiva is Alpa Vyapi. He can only be at one place at one time. So if that crime was committed here and this fellow was there, then he could not have committed that crime. You see? So Alpavya, I mean, he's there restricted to one place. Then his knowledge, I told you, na, Alpagnya, knows very little. That too unsure. He knows it for some time because that thing will change. And Alpa Shaktiman. Some people, the only power they have is to lift their plate of food. No more power. Alpa Shaktiman. And so this is from the point of view of Rupa. This is Jiva Rupa. And this is Ishvara Rupa. But this verse here is speaking from the point of Rupa. The verse which we chanted, Ishvara Amsa Jiva Avinashi Chetana Amal Sahaja Sukha Rashi. That verse in the same Ramcharitmanas is speaking from the point of view of Swarupa, not Rupa. From the point of view of Swarupa, Ishvara is Avinashi. Avinashi tu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. Described in Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? So, Ishvara is Avinashi. And Jiva is also Avinashi. So, it is just describing the same thing from two different standpoints. And here, this is just the ordinary standpoint. And really, the ordinary standpoint is, look here. The ordinary standpoint is what is relevant for us, isn't it? You are Avinashi. Huh? Yes. If you say, yes, I am Avinashi. Acha, theek hai. You're Avinashi. That means you will never die. No, Swamiji, I'll die just now, I have to go and see the undertaker and make my funeral arrangements before I die. And people are scared, I will die. This is actually more relevant. But I just said you're Avinashi, then why are you making funeral arrangements? But everybody think about that, isn't it? We think more about our death than our Avinashi Swarup. Correct or not? This thing is more relevant to us. So, from the Swarupa standpoint, Jiva Swarupa and Ishvara Swarupa, one and same. So that verse is relevant there. Ishvara Amsa Jiva Vinashi. And from the Rupa standpoint, well, Sarvagnya, Alpagnya, different Rupa, and Nama also. So this is why in the same scripture, two different verses, two different types of verses are given. Now, Maya, kahu Gyan Biragaru Maya, and kahu so Bhagati, karahu Jai Daya, and Ishvara Jiva, Bheda Prabhu, Sakala Kahau Samujai. So now, the fifth question was given fourth place. And the fourth question is given fifth place. What is this fourth question? That was called as Bhakti. So now, Bhagwan will describe this Bhakti. And now we have how many days? 3 days for Bhakti. 2 days and a little bit because Saturday is Q&A. Now, before Bhagwan gets into Bhakti, listen to his introduction. Now, this is after number 15 now. Bhagwan's introduction to question number 4 in 5th position. Dharmate birti jog te jnana. Jnana moksha prad ved bakhana. जाते वेगी द्रवऊ मैं भाई सो मम भगति भगत सुखदाई। सो स्वतंत्र अवलंबन आना। तेहि आधीन ज्ञान दे ज्ञाना। भगति तात अनुपम सुख मूला। मिले जो संत होई अनुकूला। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे राम। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे। कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Now the question was about bhakti, but Bhagwan Ram introduces bhakti in a very wonderful way. Please see this, his introduction only. Bhakti topic will come tomorrow and other days. See his introduction. Dharmate bhirati, birati. From dharma comes vairagya. Birati is another word for vairagya. Birati, I'll tell. See, rati means to revel. So it means reveling in all the worldly things. That's called rati. Birati is virati, vinarati. Means the absence of reveling in worldly things. That is called as birati. So absence of reveling in worldly things means to say vairagya. So he says, first phrase, dharmate birati. So what is the meaning? From dharma comes vairagya. Really? But that is a very, what do you call it? A remote connection, it looks like. Because we were seeing from Viveka comes Vairagya, correct or not? We saw that. Dharma Tibirati. From dharma, from the pursuit of dharma and the following of dharma comes Vairagya. That is first. Then Jogte Jnana. And from yoga comes Jnana. From yoga comes Jnana. Really? So all these people who do yoga and twist like this and all these yoga studios and all these are gyanis. That means to say all of these phrases will have to be seen, isn't it? Jogate jnana. Jnana moksha prada. And jnana gives moksha. Or jnana results in moksha. And who says? Tulsidas says, no, not me, not me. Who said? Ved Bakhana. All the Vedas say like that. That jnana gives moksha. Bhagavan Ram is saying. Jnana gives moksha. Says the Vedas say so. Bhagavan Ram also quotes Vedas. Huh? See, he tells to Arjuna in the beginning, I only gave this knowledge to Vivaswan. In the beginning of this round of Srishti, I gave this knowledge to Vivaswan. And that Ram, that Krishna, and here Bhagavan Ram, see who is Ishvara. This Vedas really is his shwasa, his breath, The Vedas really is the breath of Ishvara. But he's quoting his own breath. What a wonderful thing. So he says the Vedas say like this. Huh? Then, Jate begi dravau mein bhai. But my dear brother, that thing which really captivates my heart and melts my heart, that thing which melts my heart, really, so mama bhagati, that is devotion to me. So Vedas may say about Gyan and Jog and this and that, theek hai. Lekin, that thing which melts my heart is devotion to me. And Bhagavan Ram is expressing a common sentiment which has trickled down, or which is part of the Jiva's experience as well, Which Jiva doesn't like to be loved? Tell. We love those people who love us only. If that person hates me, you love him? The Jiva loves to be loved. This quality of Ishvara shines out very nicely in the Jiva as well. But anyway, Bhagavan says, that thing which melts my heart is devotion to me. So mama bhagati. Bhagata sukadai. And that bhakti gives joy to a devotee. Any person who has love in his heart, he will have joy in his heart also. That is the idea. Now, let us see the first. Now, time is gone. Dharmate birati. Let us see this one. From dharma comes vairagya. How this happened? Look here. Let me back up a little bit and introduce this topic. This is a topic by itself, Dharmate birati. Okay. First question. How many lifetimes you have lived and I have lived? How many? Well, Bhagavan is telling to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita a very simple thing, Natve aham jatu nasam, natvam neme janadipaha, nachaiva na bhavishyamaha, sarve vayamata param. There was never a time when you were not, nor I, nor these kings, nor shall there come a time in future when I will cease to be, or any of them. That means what? We have always been there. Please see all of these very, very subtle, simple fundamentals of Sanatana Dharma, which is different from other religions. In other religions, you were created at some time. Sometime in past, you were not there, but God made you one day. That is not Hinduism. Bhagavad Gita is telling very clearly. There was never a time when I was not. That means what? I have always been there. And then when Arjuna is questioning Bhagavan about his birth and all that in 4th chapter, Bhagwan says, Bahuni be vyatitani janmani tavacha Arjuna. Tanyam Veda Sarvani. Natvam Veta Parantapa. Means what? I have had countless births. And so have you, my dear Arjuna. The difference between both of us is Taniyaham Veda Sarvani. I know all my birth. And you, Natvam Veta. You don't know any. That is the difference. See, Alpagnya. He only knows one birth, this one. Ishvara Sarvagnya. Taniyaham Veda Sarvani. I know all my births. So now, with this said, how many births you have had? Well, 100 million, trillion, gazillion, Brazilian births, isn't it? Countless. This is literally countless, right? Oh, that is point number one. I have had countless births. Point number two, if you have had countless births, how many karmas do you have in your Sanchita karma? Because in one birth, we create countless karmas. And if I have had countless births, how many karmas are there in our Sanchita karma? Oh, Swamiji, why did you have to tell me this thing? Now I have to exhaust all these karmas. Hare Krishna. So I have had countless births. And in my Sanchita storehouse of karma, how much karma I have there? Countless. If you have countless karmas, means infinite. Countless means infinite. If I have infinite karmas in my storehouse of karma, that means what? It means I have every possible type of karma in my Sanchita karma. Every possible type. And this is the rationale for satsang in Sanatana Dharma. What? What is the connection? That connection we shall see tomorrow. Huh? This is the most wonderful connection. I have every possible karma in my Sanchita karma. And this forms the rationale for satsang in Sanatan Dharma. Okay, now I'll stop and we'll pick it up tomorrow. What a good, that's a cliffhanger. Okay, now we'll have announcements. Suriji will come and then we will have closing prayers and we'll see tomorrow.
Request again, all of you, please send your questions. Visit our website. There is a link there. Post your questions. Swamiji is going to answer those questions on Saturday. Please do express your doubts, clarifications, or questions in that form there. Other than that, CMTT, if we have any Chinmaya Mission Kansas City, Swamiji will be giving a Swamiji along with Srimati Sharada Kumar will be giving a, I'm not saying virtual fundraiser. It's a fundraiser. I don't know the topic. I can't see the topic, but okay.
Samarpan.
Samarpan. Okay. Samarpan. And then Swamiji has already announced Vishnu Sahasranamam camp, and the details are there. It's also, we can go to Chinmaya Mission Orlando site, and they have all the details there as well.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Suji. Veera Maruti, Gambira Maruti. Veera Maruti, Ati Dhira Maruti. Gita Maruti, Sangeeta Maruti. Duta Maruti, Rama Duta Maruti. Bhakta Maruti, Parama Bhakta Maruti. Veera Maruti, Gambira Maruti. Gambira Maruti, Gambira Maruti, Gambira Maruti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om.